Take two. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Alive dwelling in the garden, Saigon, it's now. Always now. At this moment. Yeah, today's episode, Void, Formation, and Dissolution. Before we get into this content, yeah, I just had a nice lunch, mainly fruit, 1 egg and a small piece of cheese, and a little banana bread, a little water. I ruled the world for about 5 minutes. Now I'm ready to go. Hanging out with my plant buddies, lizards, ants, sometimes mosquitoes, birds. What else could you ask for? We're all living, dwelling in peace, in harmony, just hanging out. Okay, enough of my sarcasm. Well, I don't know if it's sarcasm, it's truth. Okay, here you can see my little, so this is explaining what we're going to talk about, flow. Getting in the flow, brother and sisters. So, spam. This is the etymology of these components of expansion. So a span, time, or spin, depending on which language and how far back it's related to time, or spinning time. Yeah. Spin, I mean that sounds a little bit more like not linear. Span, stretch, like a rubber band. I'm stretching time, brother. It's a loop, a rubber band, or it's connected. Right? Ex, out of, from, or former status. So expansion. Expanding from that condition to something else. Rubber band man. Always coming back to himself after he's done stretching. Yeah. So in man's world, they talk about recycle. Everything's getting recycled, right? To expand on that, I mean, why buy garbage that you're recycling all the time anyway? I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it? When I go to a store or a convenience store or whatever, they might say, would you like a bag for that? I say, no, right here. There's my bag. Yeah. All 100% natural. No waste, well, except for what I eat and then comes out. But in this sense, in the physical world sense, return to. But this is a deception, a lie. Because if you have an aluminum can and you recycle it 2 or 3 times, the aluminum is no longer valuable because it's so broken down. It then turns into nano dust. Maybe that's what they're using in the sky. Nanoparticles, weather modification. But that's a different story. We'll leave that one out of this. So it's matter. It's the physical matter. And each time it's recycled, it deteriorates into fine dust. So we're talking, in this video, we want to move away from that. And I explained you don't have to buy trash and then throw the trash away, right? Now, we're using it in more esoteric, spiritual or whatever idea you want to talk about, or consider it as, with the yin-yang balance. We get the sun and the moon, masculine and feminine, you know, the good and the bad, the within and the without, the above and below. It's all I know. So in other words, balance, and that's my infinity sign with the line through it. It's like a butterfly forever, and it's balanced in the sense, yeah? Spinning. Whoa, yeah. So we go back to my other videos. I mentioned about the void, or the place of rest, the gap of nothingness, because everything came from nothing, but it then goes back to nothing in terms of the creation. You know, in the beginning. Start from the beginning. In the beginning there was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was, oh yeah, brothers and sisters, oh yeah. You know, the Big Bang. Yeah, good old Big Bang. But remember, there are black holes out there too. Yeah, so this is the all is one is all, nothing and something. They both must be together, because otherwise it wouldn't exist, would it? So that's from the beginning. So these are like cycles here. Moon cycle, sun cycle. When does the sun and so-called sun and moon have the equilibrium? I think that's around March, mid-March, towards the end of March, because April Fool's Day. Yeah, anyway, I don't want to go off track. I'm going to keep it on track. Oh, did I say my name? I think oh yeah, I forgot. You know, it's just, you know, it's one of those tag-on things that, you know, I keep forgetting these things that people tell me who I am. But anyways, Rodney Josephson, as they would say. So yeah, we got the void. So this is my stick man. Thank you, AI, for telling me I'm a 5-6-year-old. That's good. That's good. So here we go, the Mr. Stickman. Or is that a martini glass, or I don't know, with the olives in there? I'm not sure. Balance. So I get the moon and the sun. Now, to use, you know, the signs of the planets, you know, the planets over there, and, you know, the solar system. So no, it's all right in here, brothers and sisters. You got to get everything in line in yourself. So we got the 7 chakras, or 7 eyes of God, and there's the 8th eye. You know, now you're expanding out of that frame to ever expanding consciousness, the awareness of ever expanding consciousness, and it has everything within, because the world is without. So that's the center of everyone's ability of creation. So sunrise, you know, moon, rest of the moon. Dissolution. This is the formation, you know, the resurrection. You know, this is the death. But in rest, that's where you get the ability to make the sun rise, right? Whoosh. You know, you get out of bed, you're rising, sun. Hey, son, get out of bed. Okay, Dad. You remember I'm 6 years old, okay? You know, I have a slight sarcasm in me. It's okay. It's just who I am, brothers and sisters. It makes it more enjoyable, I think. I don't know. If it doesn't, well, it is what it is. Remember, it is what it is. Awareness. Okay, you got to be aware of this. Consciousness. I'm conscious of, I'm aware of the consciousness that this is taking place. This happens in a short, simple drawing like this. This is it all in this little drawing here. Good for a 6-year-old. Wonder if I had 15 PhDs in astrophysics and whatever. Wonder if they could do this. I don't know. I mean, I never studied in that context for so long. Didn't need to. Well, that's a different story. But good job, guys, you PhDs out there. Knowing. So we get the Gnosticism, we get spirituality ideas, esotericism, all the old religions, thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, out of Nepal and all that area, or Egypt. And we get the formation, form the ions, format ion. So this is the void. So let's say I'm winding down into the void, and then I'm expanding out. Now, as you can see, it's not a flat line, because in man's world he's mortal, so he has a timeline, and it's over, and he thinks it's over, maybe. So in this case, you need to get the idea that it's an ever continuing process of preferably expanding. You get your little breaks on the way, the voids. A day cycle, a 7-year cycle, or whatever. It's just representing cycles. You might have 10 cycles a day. 10 moments of peace and 10 moments of expansion. And dissolution is that you did one thing, one project or one behavior, and realize that maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Good. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, and then you will dissolve it, remove it. You know it's there, you know how it works, you don't need it, so you remove it from your toolbox. Dissolute the ions, you take the ions out of it. You form the ions, and then you remove the ions that are not necessary. And the goal is to expand on your base of what you've learned prior. So it's like shed, add, refine, and integrate. So some things are more are beneficial, and some things are not so beneficial. So they both have to be there, but you collect the ones that are working better for the thing you're going to do. And then after, it's like mining for gold. They go out and they dig for gold, and they get this vein, and then it stops. So when it's over, it's done, that's it. If there's no more gold, you don't keep digging, right? Not to be a gold digger. Yeah. Remember, what benefits your brothers and sisters? Because that's you pushed out. You want to screw your brothers and sisters, because basically you're screwing yourself. So this is the way I do it. I mean, I want everybody to prosper, to inner seek the wisdom, and then expand from them. And because that benefits me, because we're all doing the same kind of, or being the same kind of, we're working in the same direction, direct ions, which is benefiting the whole, because it's the oneness. All is one and one is all. again, there are options here. You can do it the other way. You can, like, you know, put people down, divide them, separate, destroy, kill. It's of course. No judgment, brothers and sisters. It is what it is. So yeah, that's basically the whole idea here, is that you go through a cycle every day. When you go to bed, you can meditate, vegetate, as I call it, because I'm vegetating in the garden here. And then you get up the next day and you're reborn. You're rising with the sun. And in the evening, you take your clothes off and shed all the static you got during the day and refresh. And when you get in the right balance, then it's the yin yang, all the chakras are working. You get the balance. You can introspect. Seek within, because the world's without, and then expand, better the next day. An improved version. And then you decide what you're going to do. And remember, this cycle, this is forever. I think that's positive. Ever expanding. What are you going to learn today? What are you going to learn in the next lifetime? You remember, always getting more and more wise. And then, use the tools that you get. You can use your AI and all that, but first it's got to come from within, because the world's without. And then you preferably ask your brothers and sisters to help you out, so that it's not all AI. Because what are all the other brothers and sisters going to do? Again, there's a transition process. If everything goes 80%, 90% robotics, almost everything AI generated. You call someone to get information. It's a robot. You know how it is dealing with those things on the phone, or even on chat or whatever. I mean, that's not advanced, guys. What is advanced is telepathy, instant truth. There's no middleman, no interruption. The mechanical machine world is a middleman. Maybe it will get better, but true consciousness, there's no middleman. There's no machine that can do that business. And that's right, brothers and sisters. You transhuman people out there, nope. Sorry to say. But, that's my opinion. So what came first, the chicken or the egg? God. Not AI, not a machine. But some people would say, oh, it's a machine. It's a fiction, this world is an illusion, and it's a computer program. Oh, and so I get that these suggestions are saying that everyone is a machine generated, cartoon character that's running around. Yeah. Good try, guys, but no. But I find it quite humorous. So anyway, I'm going to end it there. Maybe I'll go have a martini. No. Keep in balance, get your energy flow right, rest, expand on the things you've learned, and keep going. That's it for now, brothers and sisters. Alive, dwelling in the garden, Saigon. It's now. Ciao.